Welcome back, everybody, to the Final Fantasy VII Remake spoiler speculation playthrough. If you did not join me for the previous section of this stream, or the previous episode of this stream, this is a playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Remake with open spoilers for everything Final Fantasy VII. The reason I'm doing this playthrough is because I've been thinking about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Remake nonstop for the better part of 2 years. Pretty much every single day, I think about this game. I listen to the soundtracks, or the original, of Remake, of everything. I'm always thinking about this game. It holds such a special place in my heart since I was a kid. And I figured with Rebirth right around the corner, coming out in just a few weeks, today is February 3rd. It comes out the 29th, hopefully. I figured it'd be a good time to go through the game again and take notes on things that I find interesting and sort of ask or write down questions that I have for Rebirth. I actually was not expecting to have a ton of questions up to this point. Yesterday, we went through the beginning of the game, and now we are about to get on the train to go do the Sector 5 bombing mission, Sector 5 reactor bombing mission. So about 4.5 hours into the game so far. I have a ton of notes and quite a few questions from last time, such as, is Rufus the one that sent the Avalanche Old Guard to help out Cloud, Jesse, Biggs, and Wedge in the Sector 6-7 Annex warehouse? Because he is the financier of Avalanche in Before Crisis, or one of the financiers of Avalanche in the Before Crisis game. So who knows? Okay, let's get started. I am using my hard mode characters, so like my hard mode level 50 maxed out everything characters to play through this playthrough, just to make things easier, so I could just kind of skip the so I could kind of like skip past most of the combat. I did want to change something though. Supernatural risk guards. What does this do? Increases strength by 10%. I do have several goddamn rungs. Minus 22 attack power. Yeah, screw it. Consuming ATB charges fills a limit gauge. Healing Carcanet increases effectiveness of healing. Okay, we really don't need that. Cool, yeah, let's go with the 3 goddamn wrong playthrough. Make this even easier.
Relegated to stagehand once again. I'm starting to think I'll never have a starring role.
There's always next time.
What's this? Words of encouragement? Thanks. I need them.
With old Wedge in charge, this place will be safer than ever.
Alright. Gold Time Pinball. Wild West. I just never noticed that before.
Alright. Let's get going.
Sure. After you take a deep breath.
Huh?
I can tell you're nervous.
That obvious, huh? Okay, I'm ready now.
I do find it really interesting that the sky, like, turns this weird shade of blue.
Just got done talking with the guys you tuned those lights.
I'm gonna see if there's anything back here where we kind of rescued Johnny. Probably not. I've never come back here again. Nah. Can't even open the gate. All right. All good. Saul Goodman. Oh, God. I guarantee you it is not fire. That's Johnny's house. All right. I believe Johnny is in Calm in Rebirth. I think they showed him in a little preview.
There are monsters on the plane. Weird. I'm usually the first one to get
More bombings might force people to stop taking.
If I don't.
All right. So I fully anticipate in this playthrough today to start the Yuffie DLC as well. It's like favelas in the distance. I thought it was like artifacting in the game, but it's just, it's housing back there.
Do you think Biggs is on schedule?
All we can do is hope.
Today really gotta be the day, huh?
Ain't no stopping this train we're on, son. A lot of people risk their lives to get it rolling. Already put the word out, more is coming too. You shut them all down by the date, or we shut another down for you. Ain't on us, not us.
Shifting blame.
Play it cool.
So we're actually pretty close to where I got last year, and I started replaying it. Basically got up to the Sector 4 underplate. Didn't get any further than that.
All lines are currently experiencing delays. We anticipate that our arrival in Sector 4 will be later than scheduled.
The target's Mako Reactor 5. From the station, we take the back streets. Once we're inside the facility, it's the same deal as last time.
Head for Mako storage.
And then blow it all to hell. Let's do this one for Jesse and Wedge. They deserve it.
Yeah.
Sure.
I didn't think word would spread this fast. There's barely anyone on this train, and none of them look happy to be here.
Might stand out as a group. You two stay here.
Good track.
Cloud,
The train will be passing an ID checkpoint shortly.
here comes the first hurdle.
Not much of one.
I know, but that doesn't mean I don't have butterflies in my stomach.
Change 5 of them. Happy 100th birthday. You never have to change the Shinra light bulbs. Huh. That sunset photo looks like the Yuffie key art that actually just came out again, but it was in the original game, or the original game's manual.
So, if the bomb went off right now, what do you think would happen to us?
Hey, would you mind keeping an eye on things the next car over? I'm worried there might be trouble.
Why's that?
Barrett's always on edge before missions, but you know he's a good guy underneath it all. The people on this train don't.
He'll be fine.
Maybe, but I won't be until I know for sure.
Be right back.
Thanks.
So, do you still support those terrorists? Avalanche is a blight on Midgar.
bomb threat has thrown our offices into chaos, let alone the reactor itself. It's total insanity! But we won't lose heart. No! Everyone at Shinra agrees. The reactor will stay online.
Is that right?
What? You got a problem with that?
Do I have a problem with that? Oh, you can bet.
He doesn't.
It's a nice suit.
Asshole.
You know you're better than that.
I have nothing more to say to you and your friend.
Goddamn right.
To keep Midgar
Hey,
as fast
this
as
ain't no
possible.
joyride.
No doubt on his plan.
Go see how Tifa's doing. She needs you more than I do.
Emergency ID scan in progress.
No way!
Emergency ID scan in progress. Unauthorized IDs detected. Threat level critical. Inspection and containment sweep initiated. Commencing at the rear of the train.
Not good.
Get over here! Now!
Take care of them, Cloud.
On it.
Lockdown protocol.
What's left?
You want to survive this? Then move!
Lockdown protocol initiated.
Come on. What are we doing?
Car will enter lockdown shortly.
You have to get out of here.
What are you doing?
Trying to keep you alive.
But I work for Shinra. I'm the enemy.
I don't care. I don't want anyone to die. Please.
I'll look after the others.
My turn.
Fist of Fury over here.
3 unauthorized passengers successfully contained, neutralizing the threat.
Looks like you're right, soldier boy.
Screw this. The station will be crawling with security. We gotta jump.
Screw that!
Need to slow the train down.
Sounds like a big plan E.
I know it's so minor, but I love how in modern games, like your chosen gear is used in cutscenes. It always bummed me out, like back in the day when Cloud would always have the Buster Sword, even though you'd have like Ultimate Weapon equipped or something. And it was so rare that they actually used the field models, or even like the combat models, for cutscenes.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Ready.
Now.
For it. That's gotta be him.
At least I can just run straight through on this playthrough. I don't have to find all the treasure chests or anything. I can just keep going.
Hey, thanks for letting me jump from the train I need.
No biggie. You're
felt sure we had them, didn't you?
Sir!
Born survivors, these sewer rats. Speaking of which, where's the third?
In custody, sir.
Return it to the wild.
Yes, sir. Right away.
Third sewer rat. Where's the third sewer rat? Does that mean Barrett? Heidegger says to return it to the wild. So I think this just plays into the Shinra actually being the ones to, like, cause major destruction in the city when Avalanche is disabling the reactors.
It's them! We have a visual on the target. Requesting immediate assistance.
Worked up a good sweat.
This track sounds like it's from Final Fantasy 13.
He's close. Come on. There. Barrett,
Tifa, could use some help here.
we're coming.
Make it quick. Should be some stairs over there.
We'd better hurry.
Yeah.
I've had it up to here with you damn robo bugs. I'm gonna rip off those spindly legs of yours one by one. I ain't going down without a fight.
That doesn't sound good.
Let's go.
Barrett!
Right, give me a hand. Good work. Freedom jump on the train.
Deal with that.
Ride, watch and learn. How'd you like that? Oh, let's go.
That's gotta
Love
be
it.
the last of them, right?
Oh, who cares? We can take them. Now let's confirm our position and get back on mission. That reactor's waiting. Looks like it's gonna be Plan E.
Go on.
Plan A was if everything went off without a hitch. From the station, it would have been a straight shot to the reactor. Didn't work out, but we knew going in we had to have alternatives. Backup plans in case we had to get off early. From closer in to further out, B, C, D, and so on.
Up to what?
To E.
Lucky us.
Yeah! You're damn right.
Anyway, we were riding the train between Sector 4 and the main pillar when we had to bail out. And we ended up on the adjacent line, which should take us to Reactor 5.
That's right. So for now, we follow the tracks. Not too far, though. Need to switch to a different route before we hit the station. Because you can bet your ass it's gonna be crawling with security. All on high alert.
Let's move.
Our friends in Sector 5 mark the route, so don't worry about getting lost. It's a straight shot to victory, people. All we gotta do is tank it. You have nothing to worry about, sir. Preparations for the grand finale are proceeding without incident. I have the utmost confidence that everything will play out as you intended. Yes, of course. I will not fail you, sir.
Sir, analytics reports that the results fall within the admissible range. However, the casualty rate significantly exceeds previous projections.
Remind me what your job is. Is it to question the wisdom of your superiors and bemoan your personal hardships?
Sir?
Huh. Casualty rate. You think I care about the casualty rate? They're pawns in a greater game. If your stock runs low, then go round up more from Sector 3 or wherever else. Use your head and bring me solutions instead of problems for a change, yes?
Sir.
It is so hard to find good help these days. Which is why the president ought to count his blessings. What would he do without me?
All right. Find stamp. I do wonder how much of a role.
Remember, we just got followed.
What up, Ooch?
What?
Stamps knows.
We look for graffiti, then head in whichever direction its nose points. But pay attention to railway signals too. You see blue lights, go in the right.
I do wonder how much of a role stamp is going to play in Rebirth. I feel like we all kind of attached our theories to stamp. When Remake was done. So, I feel like fans kind of took Stamp to another level. Whereas he probably wasn't meant to have that big of a role. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that chip bag was a very obvious thing.
Maybe dial it back a little?
Good luck.
It knows we trust.
Good thing our colleagues put up
All
all
right.
that stamp graffiti. Without it, we'd be lost for sure.
Stamp graffiti in the subway tunnels. I do want to take a look at that design when we get to the end.
Let's end this quick.
That's a win. What's that?
Nothing good.
Guys, I think it might be a nest.
All kinds of creepy crawlies make themselves at home in the lake, then get messed up even more by the
That's the way
Oh,
to do
me
it.
too, Ryan. I'm really glad I started yesterday. I've been kind of putting it off for weeks, but no more. It's time.
and don't come back. What now?
It's you.
So you want to be the queen, huh? And don't say. I know it's stuff. Why I gotta kill you?
Those things really creep me out.
Ryan, I think you would get more out of OG than another remake playthrough.
Do something.
But I don't know.
It's too late.
I don't know. Do your thing.
This isn't bad, you know?
Yeah, they really captured the essence of corporate propaganda.
Check it out. I guess Shinra's doing something about those monsters after all.
Doing a half-assed job.
Shit detail. Screw it. Let's just give it a quick once-over and call it a day. It's those three terrorists from the train!
You really do need to finish it. That's a fact. Oh, is that the Mig? I don't know. That's a dragon. I was gonna say, is that the Midgar Zalem? I'm just reaching. Wait, where am I going? There we go. Wait. What? Where am I going? I came down these stairs, fought some guards. That is not obvious.
All right, let's figure out where the hell we are.
You don't have much to go.
What we're looking for is some
Like, Disc 2 is kind of just one quest. Like, it goes on for a while, but if you just blast through it, probably like 10 hours, 15 hours. And then Disc 3 is just the final dungeon.
think a damn report will do anyone.
Like, I'm just saying, like,
Have you already forgotten the war with Wutai?
if you don't worry about chocobo breeding and getting Knights of the Round and all that,
Will repay your kindness
you can finish it quick. Especially if you use the cheats.
them thoroughly and completely, without hesitation or mercy. Shinra cannot and will not settle for anything less. Will you? But sir, if so, I can only assume that you and your men no longer wish to serve in your current positions.
What's Knights of the Round? Oh my god. Knights of the Round is the ultimate summon in Final Fantasy VII. It summons 13 Knights of the Round Table, basically.
Another day, another
If they put it in Part 3, I don't know what it could possibly look like. The cutscene alone is like 2.5 minutes. It's crazy. Like, each knight has its own attack. I think maybe 2 of them come at a time in some cases, but it is insane. It costs like 99 MP. It's wild.
Gotta love the irony of Shinra's smarmy lapdog leading the way to its master's destruction.
You really don't like Stamp, do you, Barry?
It's not that I hate it. I hate the fact that Shinra took a loyal animal like that and co-opted it for their own self-serving agenda.
Poor old Stamp. Think you're making progress, and then you hit a wall.
Knock it down.
You're starting to sound like Barry.
Never mind.
It's a good
Okay,
plan.
boss fight time.
Hey, hold up. This way.
I think at least. No, not yet. Close.
If they want to stand between us and the rail yard, that's their choice. No getting through that gate. Let's take the stairs. We should be reaching that secret passage real soon. I knew Plan E wouldn't fail us. Should have called it Plan Excellent. What you think, Mr. Ex-Soldier?
Biggs made the plan, right?
I provided some input.
Hope not too much.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just like that, okay?
I got you. So many guards.
Too many. Keep looking for faithful little Stan. He'll lead us to the passageway.
I think this is the boss. Yeah.
Get back!
That all you got?
Someone's mad.
Take your best shot, asshole!
Huh. Looks like an old model.
So it's an antique.
Don't underestimate it. It's slow, but it gets hard.
What do we do?
Aim for its legs. Bring it down.
Did I just one-shot it? No.
What are those?
More drones.
What are those?
On this.
is where I started using the tracks to electrify.
Now what?
Could be a system error.
He just took bullets to the dome. It's funny, I actually don't remember that limit break. That was pretty sick.
All clear.
Stay down.
Let's go.
Sure.
All right, this way. This won't do.
Sir, analytics reports that the feed went down after an anomaly was registered during the test.
An anomaly? Or an excuse for your failure to properly prepare the armor?
No, sir. All modules were confirmed fully operational. It's far more likely, given the circumstances, that the sensors were overloaded.
Is that so?
All the sensors in Section E are inoperable.
The President.
I want that phone.
Yes. Everything is fine, sir. Better, even. There's been a development. Yes. Understood, sir. We know exactly where they were headed. If the armor is intact, then you'd best determine the nature of this anomaly soon. Should you fail to do so, you will deal with our intruders personally.
Yes, sir.
Don't worry. I treat my people more than fairly. So don't disappoint me.
I like that they still gave him an evil laugh, but it just seems so weird in a modern setting.
Let's slip through.
Let's slip through these loading screens, guys.
Talk about a tight squeeze.
You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it like makes sense in like a 1997
You bumped
video
into
game
original
cartoon villain,
robots like that in Reactor 1?
Yeah. Except the bastard
but
look like a scorpion.
in 2020 it's just like, eh.
That last
Huh? Well...
one. Lo and behold. All aboard.
All right. This is exactly where I'm up to in my in that fully restarted playthrough that I did last year.
Just so you know, it's not gonna get any easier.
When did it ever?
All right, I'm gonna skip like the tricky. I'm gonna skip the tricky materia here, just because it takes a while to mess with the elevators. I'm just gonna go through this area.
Through here and straight on to Reactor 5.
You make it sound so simple.
Only 'cause it is. That there's the reactor support pillar.
So what's the plan?
After plan E comes F, G, and then H.
Thought E was the last.
This here is Section F.
We cut through Section G and head for H.
A cargo platform in H will get us closer to the reactor. Biggs should be somewhere over there. Looks like the sun's going down on Midgar.
Right. Double time. We got a date with the reactor.
Imagine living in a city with no sun. That's just depressing. Great music. Very, like, mission, like, it's time to be serious.
Shut up and move.
Just don't look down, okay?
Easy for you to say.
Now I'm gonna look down on favela.png down there.
Section G's through here, huh?
This ought to open it. No good?
Needs power, I think.
That looks more like what we need.
Control room.
Let's check it out. Maybe no one uses that entrance.
I'm getting the feeling no one's come down here for a long time.
No plate inspectors, huh?
Doesn't look good.
Think it works?
Curious what this says. Oops. Shinra Construction. What we create is peace of mind and trust. Okay. Sure.
Error. Insufficient power.
Of course.
Hey guys, look at this. Instructions for dealing with a power shortage.
Kill the lights, and we free up power for the gate and other stuff.
Sun lamps. You think these are the plate suns? The closest thing we have to the real thing.
Gotta put out a sun just to open the gate, huh?
But if we go through with it, the grounders in Sector 4 will suffer.
An hour later, sun's going out for good when we blow the reactor.
That's true.
Let's go.
They're not gonna suffer.
You'd think they'd be able to balance the load by now and then.
Maybe. If the maintenance guys or whoever weren't playing hooky.
The lamps are important, but when you think how much Mako it must take to keep them running, that's gotta be one. Man, look at the size of it.
That a console I see near the top of that ladder? A, pretty tall ladder, too.
I'll go.
Okay, we'll wait down here.
Emergency power supply confirmed. Disengaging locking mechanisms.
Okay, that's that.
Great job, Cloud.
I think some people would feel like this is filler, but I actually really like this area. I had a lot of fun here.
Yep. And after that,
And I like that it's kind of like stretching. Like, it is filler when you compare it to the original game, but I just liked that it took like a 2-screen area of the original and really blew it up. I think it's really cool.
The rock runs deep in this damn pizza. Don't mind us, y'all. Just passing through.
If only. Keep those gloves up.
Sure thing, Coach. They busted?
Powered down, is my guess.
Lucky us, am I right? One less thing for us to worry about. Filling the air that we gotta breathe with their shit.
Monsters sure seem to like it. What's up with that?
It's like in the tunnels. They get twisted by the Mako, but it all goes back to shit.
You're gonna feel this one. Gotcha. See ya.
You know the best way to not get lost is to believe that you're not. Mind over matter.
Isn't
Okay.
that from one of Marlene's books?
Definitely got stuck there.
One of her favorites. Loves it when I read it to her before bedtime. Doing all the voices.
Life in the Endless Maze. Am I right? I remember. Hey, let's take a moment to get our bearings.
Yeah, we need to be over there.
We're still in G, right?
Yeah, and to reach Mako Reactor 5, we need to go through Section H.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I didn't spot a connecting catwalk to Section H. Did you?
Well, we could always do another lap.
Go for 10, why don't you?
The only other route that I can think of would be...
Mudkip, I agree. I really like the music here.
Up for giving it a try? It might not work out, but it's the only idea I've got.
It's not a bad one.
So we're shooting for those giant fans way over there? Okay. At least we've got a clear landmark to guide us.
Those ventilation fans?
Keeping the plate's air clean by pushing the smog into the sun. Whole system's designed to make shit roll down real fast. I could have done that on my own.
Sure you could.
There we go.
Hey, look! I think we can climb onto that pipe.
Sure seems that way.
Yes, Mudkip. I actually still have on my PS4 Pro the Tifa theme where she's like sitting on the water tower in Nibelheim in the moonlight. And like the icons are actually behind her. I still have that installed. It's still there. When I did the Bloodborne randomizer last year, I kept seeing it.
You know, these fans are really loud and...
You chickening out?
Hell no! I'm just worried that your phony ass is gonna get blown off the side and shit.
Enough! We gotta keep moving!
Okay then. Follow me. No worse than a windy day, huh?
One with a tornado warning, maybe? Don't look at the fan!
Off the side and shit.
Right.
Oh, they gave that theme away in Japan? I used the Butterfinger thing. I ate so many goddamn Crunch bars, it was crazy. Teeth were falling out of my head. Speaking of, I have to get 2 fillings in a couple weeks.
Made it through in one piece.
Think that took a couple years off my life. Not really. Couple seconds, maybe. 3 tops.
Section H is just up ahead. Slow and steady, guys.
And that's our objective?
The cargo platform? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one.
But we gotta power it up, you guys.
The cargo platform Biggs was talking about. Let's not keep him waiting.
Error. Insufficient power.
You're kidding me.
Needs 3 lights worth, looks like.
But that's all of them, isn't it?
All or nothing.
Let's regroup here if we get lost.
I think this is my 4th playthrough. I did normal, hard, and then I think I did another one at one point.
Closest light ought to be.
Like around the time the Yuffie DLC came out. I think I played it again. I have replayed the final mission, like the final boss fights, several times, though.
We shall lead our brothers and sisters of the Undercity to a brighter future.
Say what?
It's from a speech President Shinra gave, talking up the importance of the sun lamps.
Error.
Future my ass.
Insufficient.
Gotta power down a
Leading
sunlight.
us down a one-way path to darkness and
I
death.
think I've played the OG, I don't know, 8 or 9 times. It's probably a lot more. Maybe somewhere closer to 10 to 15. Like, I played it when it first came out, so... Or, I played it in 98. I didn't play it in 97. So it's kind of hard to count how many times that's been. I still have my original... Still have my original copy right here.
Look, there's this
I think to like 100% completion, I've probably played the original like maybe like 9 or 10 times. But total like start and stop or just story playthroughs, probably closer to 15 to 20 over the years.
Please wait.
That's one down.
Only 2 more lights to go.
I still have the save on my memory card, on my original PS1 memory card.
Intrusion prevention system.
Intrusion prevention?
Back online because of us.
It's a black Mad Catz memory card.
No need to fret,
It's in a
y'all.
Ziploc bag
You
in my
wasted
closet.
lights ain't gonna keep us from reaching the reactor.
No, I thought maybe there was an exit back here.
Engaging countermeasures.
Mid-range turrets, huh?
Hey, Cloud! Hang back while I deal with these pests.
You're good at this.
Told you so. We can move this catwalk.
All right, I'm not sure what's 100% here versus critical path, so I'm just going to kind of do what I feel. Nope.
Think back. Anybody see a connecting catwalk? Yeah, lined it up perfect.
I still have this and my original copy of 8. I think it's my original copy. I can't remember if I like sold it and bought it again, but it's a black label copy of 8 that I have.
Big ass things are.
It's on you.
Need my help, do you? Ah!
All done.
Aegis, what up?
You little bastard, ain't you?
Aegis Viz, do you pronounce your name Aegis or Aegis? I've heard it said both ways, but I'm never sure what's correct. I think dictionary correct is Aegis, but I don't think anybody says that.
And that makes 2 lights down.
Meaning we've only got one left.
The end's in sight, y'all.
Should be able to climb down from here.
This a hole, right?
Got the Sector 4 slums down there?
Huh?
Aegis, okay.
Check them out sometime? I can show you around.
There's a character in Street Fighter named Urian who says Aegis. That's why I was always confused.
say the real sun's the only one we need. To hell with Shinra and their night lights.
Intruder detected. Engaging hazard.
You're good at this.
Told you so.
We're right back where we started. Where was that last light again?
So it's funny. I only ever play one character in a fighting game, so I just play Ken. That's it. I have not touched any other characters.
Almost done. It's a shame we had to wander around so much.
Got him Xenoblade too.
No
Okay.
stamps here to guide us. No Jesse or Wedge to back us up either.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what should we tell Riggs? I don't want him to worry.
Yeah, what should we tell him? Should we tell him that we got attacked by fucking ghosts? Should we tell them that we got attacked by the fans of Final Fantasy VII 1997 PlayStation 1 version?
If there's no viable path, we'll just have to make one.
I play on an arcade stick. I have fought pretty much every DLC character so far in ranked, but I have not touched them myself. I don't have like the mental capacity to learn more than one character.
Maybe dial it back a little?
I do it based on feeling. Like whoever feels good to play once I start is like that's who I'm gonna stick with. Unless they get nerfed into oblivion at some point, I'm not gonna learn somebody else.
And that makes 3. Enough to finally get our cargo platform moving.
Better be.
Okay, let's head on back to the H1 sign.
I hope that Jessie's injury isn't anything serious.
The best thing you can do to speed her recovery is to kick Shinra ass in her stead.
I know. And Cloud's got a cover for Wedge, too.
When do we link up with Biggs?
Soon enough, don't you worry.
He knew we might be late, so he came up with a few ways to kill time.
We ought to reach him long before he dies of boredom.
There we go.
We should look for the H1 sign.
Why now?
No more playing nice. Keep those gloves up.
Sure thing, Coach.
Heads up, y'all.
Mudkip, I completely agree. I was thinking about that the other day when they announced like a new ranked season. I was like, new ranked season? Like nothing's changed. Like, why call it a season? But I guess just because Ed's coming out, they want to differentiate in case they want to make any like any changes, I guess. But I was like very confused by the messaging because the game has literally not received any sort of gameplay patch. It's all been systems. I really hope Capcom, like, I really hope that the game is successful according to Capcom, and you know, like what they all. I hope it meets their metrics of success, because I think it is a fantastic fighting game, and it's my favorite fighting game since Third Strike. I think it's way better than Street Fighter 4 and 5.
Get ready, Mako Reactor 5. Here it comes.
All right, let's just kill the Queen Grass Strike over here. I'm curious what's in the place of the summon materia.
Where could they be going? Embarking on an adventure to find some treasure?
Mudkip, I agree. It's almost like Marvel. Like, it has that quality of, like you said, like it's fun to play and it's fun to watch. And Street Fighter 6 is very, like, understandable. And it's fast and it's colorful and it's flashy. Like, it's really, really nice. Hey, John.
Access maintenance terminal to complete procedure.
We stop it?
Switching ventilation system to maintenance mode. Please complete the maintenance access procedure within the designated time limit.
Man, what are we even doing?
Gotta make a stand.
Ain't no limit to it, Gas Break.
Take the lead.
Guess it's my turn.
That's a win.
Oh my god, press the button.
Access granted. Disengaging time lock.
Is there anything here?
What?
No. That was the Chocobo materia. The fat Chocobo materia. It's funny, when I was playing this game the first time, my friend called me and he was like, yo, when you get to Sector 4 plate, or the sun lamp area, there's going to be 3 pieces of materia. You want to make a guide for that. And like, I was like, okay. He's like, I'm not telling you anything else. Just, you're going to want to make a guide for it. And then, sure enough, I got here and I was like, oh, I understand. And that is like one of my most watched Final Fantasy VII Remake guides, is how to get those 3 pieces of materia.
Power supply confirmed. Reactivating cargo platform. Cargo platform activated. Awaiting input.
So long, Underplate. I hate you too.
Wonder what the reactor's like.
Dark, dismal. A slaughterhouse where they butcher the planet.
Oh my god. He's...
And that's the smell. Mako, be ready for it.
Right.
Hear that, guys? It's the reactor complex. Back in
Which Final Fantasy is my favorite? 7 and 10 are my top 2. Hard to differentiate. 7's probably my favorite. Then there's like a tie for like 6 and 9. 15's actually somewhat high on the list. I like 15 a good deal. It was disappointing, but I did like it. It's hard to quantify. Like, do I put 7 Remake on that list? I don't know. Like, 7 Remake is just so far and above everything, but I feel like I gotta wait until the trilogy's done.
All that fighting, no one's coming for us?
No need. This is Shinra City. We probably have cameras everywhere.
Why didn't you say something sooner?
Way too late to bail now.
It's like walking a tightrope. When you're on it, only 2 ways off.
Better keep my balance.
You'd be good at it.
I wonder.
Yeah, it has a lot of problems, but I played it after it got patched. I played it like when the Gladios DLC came out, or the Gladio DLC.
I think I'd be this nervous.
So I didn't struggle with the final chapters and the underpowered Ring of the Lucii. Like, it was fine for me. I did not play any of the DLC. I was really frustrated with how that came about. But I thought what I played was fun.
Mercy. Wait.
It's definitely at like the bottom of the list of like favorites, but I liked it. 13 is probably my least favorite.
Topside's going nuts after some terrorists jumped off a train. Nice and quiet here, though. So quiet I had no trouble securing your route into the reactor.
You magnificent son of a bitch! Bring it in!
So, where are the others?
Jesse got hurt.
Come on, man.
Bad?
I wanted a hug.
Not so bad she couldn't rope in this guy.
Thanks for stepping up.
It's a job.
Worked out pretty good. You picking that train you did. While Shinra scours Sector 4, you can waltz right on into Sector 5. It's a bit of a squeeze, but it ought to get you where you need to go.
Did I play 10-2? I did.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Finished it, I think, 2 years ago. I bought it on release. Really didn't like it.
All set?
Ready to take on the world and then some.
And then I played it on the HD version on Vita. Yeah, I played the HD version on Vita, and then I really loved the combat system. I don't like the story of 10-2, though. I think the story is pretty bad. Well, I shouldn't say that. I think the core story of 10-2 is good. I just think the way it's told is really bad. Like, there is the threat of Vegnagun. But, like, every time you go to an area, everybody's having a party because Sin is gone. And it's just, like, the tonal shift is just crazy. Here we go.
That's it. That's the smell. This place reeks of Mako.
Looks like we made it.
Layout's the same as Reactor 1.
Yeah. We're near Mako storage.
Let's move.
6-9 in Crisis Core, all good games. Did you play Crisis Core when it came out, or did you play Reunion? Or both? I did this last time. That is not the way down. Oh, dude, Mudkip, especially on PS5, there's no load times. It's crazy. Like, it barely fades to black. Is that the way down? What am I doing? I'm lost.
Well now, that could work.
Yeah.
I'm next.
I guess you have to come over here in order to get them to cue the action.
Kinda scary, huh?
It's all in your mind.
I love how they're building multiple airbusters here.
Check it out. They stick this big boy on us, we'd be screwed 6 ways from Sunday.
Wow, you played it on... Did you play it on a PSP or did you emulate it? No shade if you emulated it. I'm just curious, like, what your actual experience was.
And our best bet would be to run like hell.
Then let's hope we sleep through the
Emulator, okay. Did you use any, like, HD texture packs or anything? Do those exist for that game?
You mean Shinra? Got spooked and cleared out. Oh, yeah. I've been waiting for this.
Nothing to it.
Almost there. The smell. It takes me back.
The smell takes her back. The smell of Mako takes me back. Tifa. It's a good line. We're on page 3 of notes. No. That is my favorite. Got it. Okay. So what made Crisis Core one of your favorite Final Fantasies? It's interesting that 6 and 9 are with Crisis Core, but 7, like you put Crisis Core ahead of 7? What's a good first video game for somebody? Ooh. Super Mario World? Oh, hang on.
Soldiers. Mako. Shinra. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of all of this.
Soldier boy.
Tifa.
What?
Okay. The ending of the game made me cry. That's the first video game I ever cried from. Crisis Core is your favorite of the 7 universe. Okay. Cool. I respect it. Yeah, Mudkip, I would say like any 2D Mario. Even new ones, like New Super Mario Brothers, whatever. Like, any Mario game is a great video game. I hesitate to say Odyssey. Odyssey, I don't know, like 3D games are hard for people to grasp still. Like using a second stick is hard for people to learn. At least older people. Like I have some friends who are a little bit older and like they struggle with that part of it. Yeah, I think really any 2D Mario game will do it. Very serviceable.
What the? Where you going?
Weirdly perfect timing.
Wait a minute. Is someone watching us?
Greetings, my dear sewer rats. As architect of our populace engagement campaign, I, Heidegger, head of public security, bid you welcome. The chief warmonger. You should be flattered. Right now, you command the undivided attention of every soul in Midgard.
Huh? What is this?
Breaking news from Mako Reactor 5. Shinra has confirmed the reactor to be the target of the bomb threat issued by the terrorist group Avalanche. Members of the group were observed entering the facility, and security is currently sweeping it for explosive devices. We now go live to the scene.
I'm here in the Sector 5 Undercity. Having confirmed the terrorist target, the Shinra Emergency Operations Center has issued an evacuation advisory. Residents are outraged that the tragedy of Mako Reactor 1 was only the first attack in a campaign of violence.
President Shinra has issued a statement providing assurances that the terrorists will soon be brought to justice.
And so, to a people beset by chaos and uncertainty, we will offer the finest comfort, bread and service. The big boy. I give you Shinra's latest triumph of technology. The Airbuster, your executioner.
GTA should not be someone's first video game. That game is too complicated.
The Airbuster is only 60% operational. The estimates were optimistic.
I'm on air.
Hang on, I'll keep thinking.
To the imbecile in charge down there, you are hereby ordered to seize those intruders and bring them to me. Talk quietly or there'll be trouble.
played right into Shinra's hands.
Yeah, and their bullshit news is already peddling their false narrative.
So we're screwed.
No, hell no! Listen, they want to turn this into a spectacle? Then I say let's give them one. Let's take down Shinra's big-ass neck in front of everybody.
Okay, I'm sold.
All right, pausing really quick. Somebody's first video game to be on a PS4. Crash Bandicoot could easily be someone's first video game. Crash 4 is a little difficult, but it does start out easy. I own DQ11? Really? Horizon could be someone's first. A friend of mine, that was their first. That was their first since, like, Super Nintendo days. Like, they had, like, a 25-year break. And Horizon Zero Dawn was their first game in a very long time. Kena Bridge of Spirits is a really accessible game. I like it a lot. I may recommend that. Keep that in mind. Spider-Man's pretty accessible. Matterfall's a fun 2D shooter, but it's difficult. PT, I mean, hello. Rhyme is a really fun game. That's a nice game. Strider could be a good game. That's a 2D action game. A lot of fun. Somewhat difficult, but it's a lot of fun. Messenger can be someone's first game. Again, a little bit more on the difficult side. The Witness, I would actually recommend. It's a puzzle game, but it will teach you how to control a first-person 3D game. So that's a really good game, and it's puzzle, so it's nice. Ukulele, either one of these could be a good first video game. All right, so something I noticed in that little area, or in that little scene, was that Heidegger was using footage from the Sector 1 bombing run in order to incriminate Barrett, Jesse, and Biggs. I couldn't see if Wedge was in that scene, but Cloud and Tifa were not. Yeah, no problem, Dyslexic.
It's ready, sir.
Component outbound from V8.
Copy, V8.
Intruder! Take him out!
Tetris is always a banger. Tetris Effect is like one of the greatest games ever made.
All clear. Now let's see what these bastards were up to.
Barrett, Cloud! Oh, it looks like a few of its components are still in transit.
We'll see about that.
Could tamper a little with its loadout.
And give ourselves an edge?
There should be a console somewhere.
This the console you talking about?
Needs a key card.
Well, let's find it then.
If you like puzzle games, check out Luminous. It's a fantastic game. Wait, I need a key card. Oh, found it.
You find it?
Yeah.
Good job. Now let's check out that console.
M units, huh? I'm guessing that's some sort of component?
Yep. An enhancement powered by liquefied materia.
Sounds bad.
Pretty sure I can divert this unit for disposal.
M unit flagged for disposal.
Detail you didn't notice till you put tons of hours into a game. Probably the bells ringing in Dark Souls 1. I didn't realize that was actually an online feature. And every time you hear bells ringing, the parish bells ringing in Dark Souls 1, it's another player ringing the bell. If you play the game offline, you won't hear it.
You think they're watching us? Even now?
Yep. Probably got a live feed.
Nothing we can do about it. Except smile for the folks at home.
Portal 2 is a good one. Had a really good co-op experience with Portal 1.
Keep it together.
Need my help, do you? Want some more? Now that was something else.
That was nothing.
Component outbound for B7.
Copy. We've lost contact with B8. Send some men to check it out. We've got a schedule to keep.
Intruders! Seize them!
Buddy, what are you doing?
We'll deal with you ourselves.
I need a key card.
Card required for operation.
I just saw it. Yeah, here it is.
Any cards?
Just the one.
Two choices. It's up to you, Cloud.
Console talks about
We call them BBs. One's enough to blow you to hell and back.
could divert them and give it a couple less shots to take us out. Make the call.
Big bomber shell flagged for disposal.
Serves you all right.
So where did we send the discarded stuff?
To a storeroom for defective equipment, I'm guessing.
That's so. You think these defective shells and programming cores might be valuable enough to warrant a little detour?
Maybe.
I say we grab them.
If we get that far.
Okay, listen up, y'all. Everything Shinra has told you is a goddamn lie. Mako is the lifeblood of our planet. Those greedy bastards are bleeding it dry. Y'all gotta rise up.
Barrett, who are you talking to?
The people put me on TV. I'm gonna drop some truth.
1,000 kills says they cut the sound.
Put me on TV. I'm gonna tell some truth. Love it.
Surprise, Brounder!
Deal with that.
Yeah, I'll do
You're good at this.
Told you so.
I gotta close Discord. Okay, never find the icon. Thank you. Dun, 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 dun. I don't feel like there's a key card over here somewhere. Hmm.
Find any cards?
Only one.
Take your pick. AI programming.
Programming core flagged for disposal.
Heidegger's not gonna like that.
Fuck Heidegger. Who cares what he wants?
I tell you what, I ain't never looked forward to an execution more in my entire life.
You don't say.
We're about to make fools out of Shinra while the whole damn city's watching. Times like these, you gotta savor.
Oh no, if you're about to ask me to dance, then don't.
Come on, don't be shy. How about you, Cloud?
I don't dance.
I mean, it's not true. He tells, I think, Sephiroth, "Let's dance, asshole." He says those words.
B5, this is engineering. You need to pick up the pace. We're running dangerously low on components because of those terrorists.
Copy. They're here.
It's my favorite character from Final Fantasy VII. I don't know.
Bunch of pushovers. Come on, y'all. Let's see what kind of mischief they were getting up to.
Who's my favorite character from 7?
Big bomber shells. We should divert them if you think it'll improve our odds.
I don't know. It's a tie between Zack and Cloud. Although maybe Aerith. I don't know. It's so hard. Zack is so pure. Like, I like that his personality is just, I need to do the right thing. And he really does become conflicted with Shinra. But he just wants his friends to stay, like, he just wants his friends to be okay between, like, Sephiroth, Genesis, and Angeal.
We should be good.
He's never out to hurt anybody, even though he's a soldier. And, you know, his whole spiel about, "Cloud, you're my living legacy," that was just, that very much, I don't know, like, got to me. Cloud, though, like, he has such an arc as a character that it's hard to not have him as a favorite.
Can't say we didn't prepare. Now we just gotta get it done.
Can you see the bomb from here? Yeah, I think you can. You can see a little dot underneath the console there. That's cool. All right. Oh, there's still a little bit more.
Status report. We're short on BBs, but tracking down replacements. Work faster, or you'll hear it from the brass.
Look, they're still prepping it.
They're here! Hold them back! Buy us every second you can!
What is the status of my airbuster? Report! As expected, deploy it at once.
But sir, it's not ready yet!
That was an order.
It's funny you can't kill this guy till the conversation's over.
Understood. Prepare the airbuster for immediate deployment!
Shit, we too late. Y'all never had a chance.
Hey guys. Looks like a performance assessment, don't you think?
We'll figure out its weaknesses as we fight it. As long as we stay focused, we'll be fine. We can do this.
For real though, we need to talk victory poses. Something coordinated for the live on camera finish. Could blow up big, start a new trend.
Veto.
It literally did start a new trend. Victory poses were not really a thing until 7.
No way we're getting back up that pipe.
Keep looking.
The cotter.
Real subtle invitation.
What's that game they grew on me? Final Fantasy X too, actually. I was completely checked out of that game. And then I just kind of fell in love with the job system.
That's the way to do it.
Big boy's going to an execution, all right. We're gonna put him out of his misery while the whole damn city watches.
We give it our all and we'll win.
We're gonna get through this. We're gonna make it home. All of us. No exceptions.
Right. We don't want to disappoint Marlene. That goes for you too, Cloud. Right?
You better give her a big old smile this time.
If the price is right.
What? Open it already.
It's locked down.
Is there any way we can get it open?
Yeah, from that room over there.
Why does everything have to be so damn complicated?
You know, the faulty equipment storeroom's that way too.
Do you think we'll find the components we diverted there?
It's like a treasure vault. Woo! I like the sound of that.
So, how do we do this?
It's simple, really. We move the levers at the same time.
Got these ones.
I'll take left, which just leaves right, soldier boy.
Emergency lockdown is currently in effect.
So we need to synchronize our movements?
In that case, follow my lead.
Nah, Tifa's.
Fine, have it your way.
Okay. Pay attention, you two. 3, 2, 1.
Emergency lockdown disengaged.
Hell yeah!
We really did it! Great timing. Right on the money.
Yeah.
What y'all got tucked away in that vault, huh? This would be the treasure vault?
That's right.
What's the catch?
Need to bypass a high-level security lock.
Different from the other one?
Same deal. But we gotta do it several times.
Ha! Not a problem.
Yeah, let's try.
Delta level security lockdown is currently in effect.
I don't know why I'm bothering with this.
Okay, guys. You know what we have to do.
Copy me?
No, Tifa leads.
Oh, fine. After you, girl.
Gotta get past level 1 first, right? 3, 2, 1.
Alpha level security disengaged.
That was great, you guys. Let's keep it up. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Beta level security disengaged.
Wow! Think we've got this?
Hell yeah! Bring it on! Ain't nothing I love more than sticking it to Shinra.
Halfway there. Steady, guys. 3, 2, 1.
Shit!
We got this. 3, 2, 1.
Gamma level security disengaged.
No way! You guys are naturals.
You're so good at pulling levers simultaneously.
Okay, final round. Don't lose focus. 3, 2, 1. Breathe when I breathe. Focus. 3, 2, 1.
I'm still getting warm.
My thumbs moved at the same time.
Shake it off. 3, 2, 1.
Delta level security disengaged. Disposal room now accessible.
Take that, Shinra.
10 is interesting. 10 has a really slow startup.
Good work, guys.
Likewise.
Like 10 is just immediately like an exposition dump. Like it's just story up front, intrigue up front, where the hell are we up front? And then after Sin comes, you get taken to the temple ruins, and then like Riku shows up, you go to the underwater area, the underwater machina, and then like you get transported to Besaid, and then there's more slowness. Like it's very slow, but like really once you get past Luca, which is still like 10 plus hours into the game, it's so good. Even in Luca, it's good. Like once Auron shows up, it's fantastic. It is a hard game to replay, though. All right, here we go. Air booster.
Huh? Huh? Look!
The eyes of one who has bathed in Mako, which would make you a soldier.
Ex-soldier.
Once a soldier, always a soldier. Though not, alas, for very long. Accelerated cellular degradation being the most common cause of death by far. This is classified, of course, but every soldier knows the truth.
That's right.
Think you forgetting someone?
Would that I could. You strike me as the type to go on without air.
Ain't enough hours in the day to hold you to account for all your crimes.
And what a wasteful indulgence it would be, even if there were.
Okay then.
Let's talk about wasteful indulgences. What is Mako? The life stream. The lifeblood of the planet. Our planet.
But Shinra keeps on slurping it up like a thirsty dog. What do you think's gonna happen if you don't stop, huh?
We do indeed keep on slurping it up, as you say. But for whose benefit, I wonder. The true nature of Mako is known to one and all, yet the people willfully turn a blind eye to the cost. As you must surely be aware.
Don't you dare try to put this on us! If anyone's going along with your plans, it's 'cause you brainwashed them!
Such methods are beneath me. As are you, my faithful Sewerettes. Henceforth allies of wicked Wutai, our sworn enemy. Thank you for stoking our people's patriotic fervor.
Wutai! The hell we are!
You still don't understand your role in this.
What do they do?
Don't you see? You fools were never in control. Never anything but pawns in our plans to celebrate in glorious war to the people. And your instruments of insurrection will detonate. When we so choose.
God damn it!
Now let us raise the curtain on our main event. The trial of the eco-extremist group Avalanche. Terrorists conspired with Wutai against Ninja. Your guilt is undeniable. Your punishment, death.
I'm sick of this. I'm sick of all of this.
It's just like when I failed you.
Cloud! Get your head in the game! We're counting on you, man.
Okay, I don't remember that little moment there.
You guys good to go? Leave it to me. Try this.
Bring it!
Behold the full potential of the Air Buster. Time to carry out your executions.
Damn, all those drones. Time to do your thing, big man.
Watch and learn. Just make sure you got my back, all right?
Burn.
Ooh, good guitar there.
Take the lead.
All set.
Yeah, I'll do it. Boom, gotta
taking over.
Sure, you could. Yeah, we're going to Yuffie after this.
We don't have long to get clear.
Take Tifa and get out of here.
I was wrong about you.
This ain't the end of the line for you or me.
Cloud!
Come on!
All right, here we go. Whisperers appear to Cloud after he falls off Sector 5 reactor. White flower petals as well.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Okay?
You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made it through with just a couple of scraped knees back then. Back then? What do you say? We doing this? Have we? Never mind about that. Right now, you need to focus on yourself. Move something. Anything. Why not? Good. Easy does it. Slow. And steady. Yeah. Hey, who are you? Who are you?
I am your everything.
Hello in there.
Oh, Cloud. There's still so much to be done.
Okay. I don't remember that either. I mean, I remember that from the original, but I didn't remember how they played it in this version.
Maybe you're not okay.
Jesus.
He lives. Finally awake, are we?
You're...
Aerith. It's Aerith. And you are?
Cloud.
Nice to meet you again.
Again, huh?
What? You don't remember? What about the flowers?
Oh, the flower girl. And this is...
An old church in the Sector 5 slums. You came crashing through the roof.
Her actress is so good.
Fell right into my flower bed. Lucky for you. Like, really.
Sorry, I didn't mean to...
Don't worry about it. They're a lot tougher than they look. This place, it has a kind of power. Before I forget, you dropped this when you landed.
Thanks.
I've got one too.
You and everybody and their mother.
Not like mine, no. It's special. Mine's not good for anything at all.
Cloud future sight of Aerith praying and the white materia dropping into the water. Interesting future sight there.
Though, I really don't mind. Just have
Why did he see that?
It was a gift from my mother. Pretty crazy, huh? Us meeting again like this. You should stay a while.
Okay. Okay, we're going to leave Cloud here. So we're going to leave Cloud here, and then we are going to go... Okay, we got to load the DLC. Let's go back to the title screen. Now we're going to load the Yuffie DLC. It is... Okay, so before we do that, though, there's a couple of things. There's a couple of things here. So, after Cloud drops from the reactor, the Whisperers appear, start circling him. They don't appear to help him, though. Like, that is playing out pretty much exactly how it's supposed to. White flower petals appear. That's probably from his collision with the ground. And then Cloud is talking to himself, and he says, "Hey, buddy, you okay?" Other Cloud says, "Yeah." The mental Cloud says, "Made it through with just a couple of scraped knees back then." Back then? What do you say? We doing this? Have we? Never mind about that. Right now, you need to focus on yourself. Move something. Anything. Why not? Good. Easy does it. Slow and steady. Yeah. And then he starts to question, "Who are you?" Then you hear Aerith at the same time saying hello. Then Sephiroth appears. Cloud is terrified, and then Sephiroth says, "I am your everything. Oh, Cloud, there's still so much to be done." And then when Cloud meets Aerith and he sees the white materia, or he at least sees the headband, he gets future sight of the original game, or the event of the original game with Aerith praying, and then the white materia being in the water in the City of the Ancients. I don't remember Cloud getting future sight. I don't remember that at all from this game. Okay, I'm going to just use the restroom really quick. I'm going to grab water. I'm going to put the kettle on for tea. And then we will start the Yuffie DLC. So I'll be back in a moment, or a couple minutes. Okay, while the water is boiling, let's recap here. So we've got about 2.5 pages of notes. So let's recap the first 7 chapters here, at least for the questions that I have and the things that I've pointed out. So at the very beginning, I mentioned that the very first trailer for Final Fantasy VII Remake, the reveal, the announcement, the beginning of that trailer showed Edge City, which is the city in Advent Children that is on the outskirts, or on the edge of Midgar. So I'm wondering if that city's going to be shown in Rebirth at all. I doubt it, but it's just a curious thing. Right in the intro cutscene, Aerith notices Sephiroth's presence in the intro. Or notices some sort of dark presence that makes her leave that alleyway kind of in a rush. Benora White is on a poster in the Sector 1 reactor train station, so Curious if we're going to go to the Benora ruins in Final Fantasy VII, or if they're even going to be there, or if Shinra's completely covered them up. Cloud starts having mind problems at the mention of Stamp in the Sector 1 reactor, which is really interesting. Avalanche Command is mentioned by Jesse. They show up later, more to do with them, possibly in Cosmo Canyon. Avalanche is sort of like formed in Cosmo Canyon. That's the story in the first game that Barrett tells, so I'm curious if they're going to be present when we get there in Rebirth. There's memories of Tifa in the Sector 1 reactor. We get the Nibelheim flashback moment, Tifa as a child. At like the mention of Tifa, Cloud gets a flashback memory. But it's like an actual memory, I think. I don't think it's like a glitchy kind of moment. Avalanche HQ making an attempt on President Shinra prior to the events of the game, which is interesting. Cloud's cockiness, relationship with Barrett, that improves as the game goes on. Cloud does not answer what his age is, which is a bit of a joke, but I think it's actually telling that he may not actually know how old he is. Mental moment when planting the bomb, he sees a black feather, which now that I'm thinking about it, could be a Crisis Core callback, because in Crisis Core, when Zack and Sephiroth are chasing Genesis, possibly Angeal at the time, I don't think they know that they're chasing Angeal, or I don't think they realize that Angeal's kind of part of Genesis' plan at that point. They are in reactors, and they find the notes about Genesis and like S cells and G or J cells or whatever, like all that sort of stuff. So it could be a callback to that. But maybe not. The black feather kind of freaks Cloud out, scares him, so it's probably just Sephiroth. Shinra blows up the reactor. The bomb does go off and does damage, but Shinra is the one that actually has the reactor annihilated. Wu Tai has a much bigger role in Remake, or at least the story of it. There's a flashback where there's a mental moment where Cloud is chasing Sephiroth in the Sector 8 business district. Sephiroth's belt is different in Remake. Sephiroth seems to be aware that he was killed, either in Nibelheim or possibly at the end of the original game. That whole thing is very weird. He says, that which binds us together would be no more. Can you bear to see the planet suffer, Cloud? Were the planet to die, so many things would be lost. That which binds us together would be no more, and I would be loath to live in such a world, which is why I must ask you this one favor. Don't worry, it's a simple thing. Run, Cloud, run away. You have to leave. You have to live. And then Cloud attacks, and Sephiroth says, good, Cloud, very good. Hold on to that hatred. Waiting for my kettle to boil. The Whispers show up when Cloud meets Aerith. She touches him, and then he sees what she sees. But it's possible that she doesn't see it until she touches him. That almost seems to be the case, because she doesn't really look up at them until she touches him, which I didn't notice until this playthrough. So it's possible that, like, they are very much connected in this, without them realizing. So the Whispers show up when Cloud meets Aerith. She touches him and sees what she sees. Yep, okay. Sephiroth touches her first, and that freezes time, and he says, you're too weak to save anyone, not even yourself. Aerith gives Cloud a flower as thanks for scaring those things away. Cloud asks, what things? Aerith says, never mind. A memento then. Be right back. All right, and then, so Aerith gives Cloud a flower for scaring those things away. Cloud asks, what things? Aerith says, never mind, a memento then, and that lovers used to give these when they were reunited, which is an interesting take. Whispers chase Aerith down the alleyway. Then a Shinra grunt, right before Cloud jumps onto the train, the grunt says, "Wait, I know that," and then it goes silent. Mental moment happens. Did he recognize Cloud? That's a possibility. Mental moment in Sector 7. Cloud sees a piece of the plate or pillar falling. Whispers show up in this moment, move towards 7th Heaven and the Avalanche Party. Again, that could be a little bit of future sight, because he is looking up at the pillar. That could be some future sight there. Cloud says, a guy can change. It has been 5 years. And Tifa says, huh? Cloud shouldn't know that it's been 5 years. Tifa has not seen Cloud in way more than 5 years, probably closer to 7 or 8. How many years between Cloud leaving Nibelheim and returning? Wait, SVG has a timeline. Yeah, this is actually years, which... Alright, Final Fantasy VII timeline per the wiki. Alright. The Nebel reactor is the first Mako reactor. I didn't know that. All right, 1974 to 1975. Cloud is born in 1986. There's no year logged of when Cloud leaves Nibelheim. It's possible that he leaves in around 1992. I'll be right back. Okay, so according to the wiki, in 1992 or 91, Yuffie Kisaragi is born. In 92, Elmira receives a letter saying her husband is coming home. She goes to the station every day. Ilfalna and Aerith escape from Shinra. Elmira finds them. This is all in 92. With the Wutai War dragging on, Shinra pushes the mass production of materia and soldier operators to end the war once for all. This causes management of the Undercity to fall by the wayside as resources are devoted to the war effort. People in the Undercity create neighborhood watches to protect their environment. Glenn, Lucia, and Matt Windsor are dispatched on a secret mission to the Rador Archipelago, where they crash land on the Isle of Sajad and are rescued by a local Radoran and his dog Refu. That's from Ever Crisis. In 93, Shinra, having found Aerith, sends Sung to retrieve Aerith from the Gainsborough house. Aerith tries unsuccessfully to conceal her identity as etc. Sung offers to leave Aerith alone permanently if she tells him the location of the Promised Land, and Elmira makes a deal that she will watch over Aerith and tell them as soon as Aerith knows its location, on condition that Shinra does not come near. Yep. 95, Tifa's mother dies. After grieving, Tifa climbs Mount Nebel. Cloud follows her. Okay, this is right. Okay. Cloud follows her, and both fall from a suspension bridge. Tifa suffers injuries and remains in a coma for 7 days, while Cloud suffers minor injuries. That's 95. 97, Zack leaves Gongaga from Midgar, having resolved to become a soldier operative. Okay, so Cloud leaves in 2000. Cloud calls Tifa out to the village water tower. He proclaims his desire to join Soldier, and Tifa makes him promise to come to her aid. Okay. And then there's like a new millennium kind of thing. It seems like the names of the years change over. The Wutai War ends, so this is year 1. So we'll just call it 2001. The Wutai War ends. Avalanche is formed by planetologists in Cosmo Canyon. Zack is promoted to Soldier First Class at this point. Angeal and Genesis are declared killed in action. This is the Modeoheim mission where he meets Cloud. So basically a year goes by, and then Cloud is now in the army. So it's like a year. They chase Hollander. Okay. So September, it's 2 years later. So Cloud leaves Nibelheim. 2 years later, he comes back. Comes back in September, and he leaves in sometime in 2000. So it's over 2 years later, basically. So it's really been 7 years since Cloud and Tifa have seen each other, but Cloud says 5 years. That's the timeline. Okay. Mental moment in the apartment. Cloud sees Marco as Sephiroth. Sephiroth has the new belt, not the old Sephiroth. And then Cloud has future sight of the reunion at the Northern Crater, and Marco has the tattoo of number 49. Tifa says she's been in Midgar for 5 years, give or take, then quickly changes the subject. Cloud looks at the Buster Sword, says, yeah, we've been through a lot. Just trying to see if there's anything else worth mentioning before we go into Yuffie's DLC. Cloud knows that his mom is dead when Biggs asks if his parents are still around, so he knows his mom is dead. Jessie thinks her dad's spirit is stuck somewhere between his body and the heart of the planet. It's the first mention of the life stream in the game, effectively. Not by name, but in, whatever. The promise plays out at a different moment. Now at the 7-6 Annex when speaking with Biggs and Wedge. Cloud sees a fan, reminds him of the weather vane on the water tower in Nibelheim. This is the full memory. No episode, like mental episode, glitchy moments. This is a full-blown memory. Tifa says that she feels trapped at the bar in that sort of same scene. Avalanche HQ shows up in the 6-7 Annex. Did Rufus send them? That's a question. Parachute moment is a precursor to the Sector 0 raid on Disc 2 in the original. Cloud tells Tifa he remembers the promise. She's glad he does. Whispers show up the next morning and wake Cloud up. While Cloud is sleeping, Sephiroth says sleep and dream the sweetest dreams. So the question is Sephiroth controlling the Whispers here, or is he fighting against the Whispers? Because the Whispers might be trying to wake him up, and Sephiroth does not want that. Cloud, did he just hear him in his head while the Whispers were hovering? So Sephiroth, we know from the original game, is able to speak with Cloud through the Genova cells in his body, and he's able to project himself as a hallucination. And we see that later on in the game in Shinra HQ, later on in Remake, where Cloud sees Sephiroth and isn't sure if anybody else sees him, but it's clear that Tifa does. So Jessie injures herself because of the whispers. Then they all leave, guaranteeing Cloud goes on the mission in Jessie's place. And then everything we've just seen. Okay, so let's go into episode 1 of the Yuffie DLC. We're just going to do episode 1 because episode 2 of the Yuffie DLC takes place as the Sector 7 plate is falling. So we'll do episode 2 once we drop the plate in Sector 7. Let's see if we can do this minigame. I'm just very curious if I still have this in me. Just want to see if I could do this, like, off rip. Buddy, this targeting system sucks. I'm going to try this one more time. Actually, no. Yeah, let's just give up. I'll do that when we actually get to it. Let's do the thing. Chapter select, Wutai's Finest on normal.
Well, guys, your girl finally made it to Midgar.
Yuffie. My name is Yuffie, Materia Hunter and Elite Special Forces operative for the new Wutai government. I have orders to infiltrate Shinra headquarters and steal their ultimate materia. To prove to our common enemy that Wutai is not to be trifled with. Your full support. We got this. So, members of Avalanche, where are you? Come get me already. Okay, if I was a man in a Moogle hat. Wait, does this mean what I think it does? Interesting. So, I gotta come to you, do I? You got some nerve.
I have Yuffie's theme, like, this song I have in my head all the time. It is so damn good. Scatter, scatter, da, 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 da.
Make way for the amazing Yuki. Get lost! Aw, someone need a rest?
I tell you, it's going to be really hard not to have Yuffie in my party at all times. Aegis, I actually do. I really do believe that it's crucial. The good news is that it's pretty short. It's not long at all. It's 2 chapters. The bad news is that it's like kind of hard to... It's not hard to play it at certain times, but it's like... Okay, all right, hang on. Yuffie sees number 11 in the Sector 7 outskirts.
No palm. You okay? Anybody home?
All right. So that's number 11. Okay. Man is stuttering reunion. Okay. It's not bad news. It's just like if you have it, just like it's an intermission, literally. Like that's what it is. So if you've already finished Final Fantasy VII Remake, then it's gonna be like a little hard to like get into the zone to play it again. You know what I mean? Because like it takes like even the chapters are like split up. You know, they take place over a period of time. That's like the only bad news. I guess the frustrating news is that like she is so much fun to play as, that it's hard to then go back to playing as Cloud, Tifa, Barrett, and Aerith in Red 13. Like it's so hard to do. Like she flies. She literally flies. You can't not want to play as her. She's definitely going to be in my party like the entire time. Aegis, I recommend playing it. Like, you don't have to have an FF7 Remake save at all. You can literally just play it. But I really do recommend playing it. The story is going to be really important, I think. Alright, I gotta take note of this guy's number.
Have no fear. You be here.
Number 20. Yuffie sees number 20 in the Sector 7 outskirts. All right, and this leads to Scrap Boulevard, which I think is such a neat way to do it. Like a neat way to integrate her climbing the wall and showing up, you know? Yuffie sees number 16 in this sector. Outskirts. Oh, he just said Genova. Stuttering Genova. Okay.
This is too weird.
They're walking towards Shinra HQ.
Okay, you got this.
They're all walking towards Shinra HQ, where Genova is. At least at this moment, Genova's there. Dun, 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 dun. God, she just looks so good.
Okay. That raw neck smell's gone. Must have gotten used to it. The way things are going, I'll be working for Shinra next. Nice try, Midgar.
Wind, revival, lightning.
I'm talking to myself. City's getting to me.
Wait, did you just come from any monster troubles, or...?
Monsters have been acting strange since...
Not gonna be good for any of us if Wutai's got their claws in this.
Try to pay a little bit more attention to this.
Reactor 5 has been temporarily shut down, and all fires have been successfully extinguished. The situation is under control, and the people of our first city need not worry about any additional complications. We are in the process of conducting a full forensic investigation, but we suspect the device used was similar to that employed in the attack on Mako Reactor 1.
Oh, what do we have here? Man, that's gotta be Avalanche. Not bad. Not bad at all. But I can do better.
Yuffie? Yo.
There's our palm. So, you're Avalanche?
I'm Jija. Follow me.
Wait up! Can't help wondering how. So, Jija, why didn't you come meet me before?
I figured an elite W agent could find their own way.
I may be elite, but it's not like I've ever been to Midgar. And what exactly is a W anyway?
Anyone who lives where you just came from. Think of it as a code name.
Uh-huh.
Still can't believe they sent a kid to do this job.
This kid could kick your ass!
Saying you're a fresh face is all.
Oh, don't worry. I know exactly what you're saying.
Give me a break, will ya?
And let you walk all over me?
Well, here we are. Ladies first.
They didn't get caught. They'll turn up.
And when they do, we're gonna treat them to a feast. I can almost taste your pizza now, Jesse.
Shame, since you won't be getting any.
What?
Okay.
Man, just my luck. Dumb games sold out everywhere.
These two are Billy Bob and Polk. And that's Nayo.
Hi. My name is Yuki, Materia Hunter and Elite Special Forces Operative for the new Wutai government. I have orders to infiltrate Shinra HQ and steal their ultimate materia. To prove to our common enemy that Wutai is not to be trifled with. Members of Avalanche, with your full support, we got this.
Ready to rumble, huh?
You better believe it. So, did you guys meet Sonon yet? He was supposed to be here.
Yeah, he got in 3 days ago.
He's out on the town as we speak. Really seems to be enjoying it here.
Oh, he does he?
You, got any bags?
As if. Ninjas always travel light. It's like a rule. But I did bring these, Wutai's famous Dachau beans. Eat up. And here you go.
Can you eat these things? Guess you do.
Sheesh, you ninjas are insane.
Do me a favor, Yuffie, and wait here for Sonon. I gotta head out. Your ID should be ready for pickup by now.
Then why don't I join ya?
Nah, I got this. Besides, you reek of trouble.
You must be tired from your trip. Why don't you get some rest?
With all the noise in this city, I'm freaking possible. How about you tell me where in the Shinra building they're keeping that materia instead? Don't hold out on me now. I know you know.
Actually, I kind of don't. At least, not an exact location. All I know is that Shinra, for most purposes, treats materia as a weapon. Which means the Advanced Weaponry Division probably deals with it. And since that's in the basement...
I see. So, Shinra hides its top secret materia in the basement. You won't have to wait much longer, my precious. I promise.
Just be careful, will you? Please? Oh yeah, you should introduce yourself to Billy Bob. He knows a thing or two about the Shinra building.
You look kind of nervous.
I just want to make sure I have the plan down pat. You know, like how to get up top and all that.
Well, if you had an ID, you'd normally just take the train up there. But with all the commotion going on, that's not really an option. Security's on high alert. If you ask me, your best bet is to sit tight and wait for things to settle down some.
Sit tight, but I want to go now.
Be my guest then. Go get killed.
Yikes.
If you haven't introduced yourself to Billy Bob, you should. He's got some intel you might want to hear.
Okay.
My teeth.
You're welcome. So the materia I'm looking for is in the Shinra building, right? And where is that exactly?
Ignorance truly is bliss, huh?
What did you just say?
Oh, didn't mean to offend you. Of course, you probably knew this already, but there's a whole other city built on the plate above us. Shinra building's right in the middle. You can't miss it.
Oh, that one. Why didn't you say so?
Sonon's still not back? Must be in Wall Market then.
What's Wall Market?
Let's just say it's a place for people with mature tastes.
Mature tastes?
There's lots of different establishments. It's kinda hard to explain.
No, I think I get it. Like bars filled with smoke so thick you can't even see, and drinks so bitter you want to spit them right back out. Where everyone gets drunk and complains about how kids just don't understand the value of hard work. They'll be the death of society. Ugh, how can they not see that they're the ones destroying it? Wutai's got a place like that, where grown-ups drink their lives away.
The Happy Turtle.
Called the Happy Turtle.
Interesting. There's a Happy Turtle in Midgar as well.
Huh?
I
I don't know where exactly because I've never actually been, but I do see their flyers from time to time.
You do, huh? Oh, they're taking down Midgar one citizen at a time. I salute you, Happy Turtle.
Come to think of it, there's a man who goes around putting up flyers for the bar. People call him Old Snapper, and he doesn't dress like your average Midgar male. Might be from Wutai.
I gotta find him. Man deserves some DeChow beans.
You know about the VR combat simulation module, right?
Huh? Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? It's that thing that stimulates modulation.
Kinda. It's a machine that puts you in a virtual world where you can practice fighting all you want. There's even a portable version of it. Guy around the corner has one.
Uh-huh.
Hardly ever see technology that cutting edge down here. So what do you say? Want to try it?
I really don't have time to be playing around with some stimulator. But just to be polite, I guess I'll take it for a spin.
The guy's name is Chadley. He's over by the neighborhood watch. If you ever feel like some virtual training, I'm sure he'd be happy to help.
You look about ready to die of boredom. Want to play Fort Condor?
Fort Condor?
I should have known. It hasn't been out long, so there's no way you W's would have heard of it.
Yes I have. And what's more, I'm awesome at it. I'll whoop you so hard you'll wonder if you ever knew the rules.
For my benefit, then. Let me go over them.
I'm gonna skip this if I can. Oh, I guess I could take him down really quick. I messed that up.
How'd you do that? You totally kicked my ass.
You mean you didn't lose on purpose? Wow.
Well, if you're looking for a challenge, the Undercity's got no shortage of serious players.
I've kind of got better things to do.
Sure about that? Word is, if you beat the Grandmaster, you can win some serious cash. Materia, too.
Materia?
That's right. But you should know, the hardcore competitors won't give you the time of day till you've proven yourself.
Whatever. Bring it on!
Okay.
All this talking's giving me a headache. I'm gonna go do some recon.
I won't stop you. Just don't go too far, okay?
All right, let's move on. I believe Tifa and Barrett show back up at this point. Yep, there's Jesse. The whispers prevent us from going into the bar. We can't see them, though. Yuffie cannot see whispers when trying to enter 7th Heaven. It makes me wonder if she's even supposed to be here.
Get it. Where are they? They should have been here by now.
Huh? Waiting for someone? Ooh, you got stood up. As if. Wait,
Who are you? Don't mean to be rude or anything, kid, but do you mind? I'm not exactly in the mood. Not in the mood. Go bug literally anyone else.
Not that I'm surprised.
His ways are a mystery. What is this? Weird.
She says his ways are a mystery again. I'm done.
His ways are a mystery.
Who's his? Like, who's that? All right, so Roche is going to be here. I'm going to skip the Fort Condor opponents. Roche should be, I think, over here. Yep, here he is. He's a Fort Condor opponent.
I'm waiting, my friend! Come out wherever you are! Why, hello there! Forgive me for saying, but you remind me of a dear friend of mine. Perhaps you've met him?
I don't know. Is he Shinra too?
Perhaps. My name is Roche, by the way. Ordinarily, your ill-concealed hostility and exotic wardrobe would give me pause. But not today, for I am here on business of a personal nature. Looking for my aforementioned friend.
This guy's hair is bodacious.
Oh, I only wish I knew. But I can tell you that he has a real need for speed, as they say. And while he boasts a very large sword, his first love is plainly his mount.
Yeah, he sounds great. Say, is that Fort Condor I see over there? You play?
I'm always ready for a round of Fort Condor. Though, I suspect a delicate flower like you would wither if exposed to my scorching passion for the game. Maybe after some practice,
I'm trying to read all of the dialogue. All right. I think I got to talk to the Happy Turtle guy. Just wanted to see what Roche had to say.
Don't be shy! I simply want to finish what we started.
After all this, no way Avalanche is gonna pack it up.
Whew.
Look, a flying turtle! I want a balloon like that.
There?
There must have been materia back here at some point. Oh no. Am I supposed to blow that up?
There, don't worry. Oh, you're purring like a motor, aren't you, little buddy?
What's going on?
Not right now. I'm in the middle of something important.
Look, a flying turtle! I want a...
I'm not supposed to pop this?
There's gotta be some way we can reach that thing. Wow, turtles can fly!
Oh well.
Bet we can knock it down.
Stuck on the ground floor.
A tiny worm Is it true?
This game really took off.
Etoile. Do you live in Etoile like Jesse? When I grow up, I'm gonna live there. French to English. Doesn't that mean starlight? Star, yeah. Interesting.
Look at it.
cheer that away that the happy turtle. Oh, greetings, Softshell. So, how many of those flyers did you find?
What?
Ahem. Collect just 6 flyers for the happy turtle, and a one-of-a-kind prize could be yours. Ring any bells?
Nope.
Well then, allow me to explain. The Happy Turtle's running a contest. And the rules are simple. All you have to do is collect 6 of our fabulous flyers from around Sector 7, and you'll earn yourself a prize sure to delight even the dourest Diamondback. Sadly, a handful of locals have taken to acting like stinkpots toward anything Mutayan, especially since the bombings. Some have even gone so far as to tear down my poor posters. Little wonder nobody's won yet.
Bummer.
Which leaves me in a pretty predicament. But hey, my pain might be your gain. By collecting just a handful of flyers, you could be the first, and at this rate, the only winner of the most testudinarious contest in Midgar's history. This here's a sample of one of our ads. Breathtaking, isn't it? Now it's up to you to find all 6. Leave no shell unturned, no pond unplumbed.
That prize is as good as mine.
Ah, since you're here, you wouldn't happen to have any Condor coins on you, would you? This job may keep a shell over my head, but my real passion's coin collecting. I'd gladly part with some oddities and commodities in exchange for those little beauts.
Yeah. I think this is where Sonon shows back up. Oh, I gotta visit the combat simulator.
Searching for candidates. Candidate detected. Performing physical analysis. She seems relatively agile and has substantial muscle mass for her stature. An acceptable candidate.
Hey, you want to tell me what you're mumbling about?
My apologies. My name is Chadley. Would you be interested in helping me with my research?
I'm Yuffie. Nice to meet you. So, what are you researching?
Combat. It would entail doing battle with the summon in a virtual arena using this portable simulator. Interested?
Sure. Why not? I'm a kick its butt.
Very well then. When you feel suitably prepared, please let me know.
Sonon's gotta be back by now.
Just want to see if Biggs is here. Replicating that Mercs weapon. Nope, it's closed. They're doing the push-ups though.
Back.
Ah, there you are. Someone's been expecting you.
What took you?
Sorry about that.
What?
Just thinking how you're nothing like your old man. Anyway, it's nice to meet you. I'm Sonon Kusakabe. I was lucky enough to learn how to fight from good...
Yeah, I don't want to talk about him.
Sonon was lucky enough to learn from
Indulging in adult
Yuffie's father. I forget his name, but he's in the original. Yuffie's father, not Sonon.
Last thing I need is my partner stinking like an over-the-hill has-been.
Likely an alcoholic.
You been to the Happy Turtle? If you're part of Operation Down in One, I take it back. I am there next time you go. Don't worry, I can do adult stuff just fine.
Well, I don't even know where to begin with all of that. But I do know I haven't heard of Operation Down in One. At any rate, I'm looking forward to working with you, boss.
boss? As in me?
Well, I've got a few years on you, I'll admit. But out of us two, you've done this longer.
I guess I have. Boss, huh? I could get used to that. Beats being stuck on the bottom rung, that's for sure.
After we get the materia, we can celebrate your promotion at the Happy Turtle.
Yeah. Stupid bird.
Says the merchandise is good to go. Handoff's at a deal on municipal storage.
Okay. Yuffie, Sonon, you mind coming along?
Not at all. Need to scope out the city anyway. Really get to know the enemy.
We'll be passing through a rough part of town, so you'll want to go prepared. I'll leave you to get ready. Hit me up outside when you're done, okay?
Be right there.
Sonon Kusakabe. Why am I using the boomerang? Where the hell did she just go?
You guys all set? Okay, streets are kind of a maze, so stay close.
So Naya, where are we headed?
To pick up your IDs. There's no way to get topside without them.
But I thought GJ was getting our high Ds. What happened with that?
High
It is,
Ds.
but those are different. It takes more than one ID, or even two, to survive in this town. Don't forget, Midgar was built by Shinra for Shinra.
Those tyrants!
Put the claws away, boss. At least while we're in Shinra territory. Whoa.
Meant to go to the apartment and see if Homeboy's there.
So Yuffie,
Marco.
what do you think of the Undercity?
Way too crowded. I can't stand it. Ugh, the stench. How can anyone live here?
Gotta agree with you about the smell, but you get used to it quick enough.
And the crowds stop bothering you eventually. The place can grow on you if you give it a chance.
Wait a second. Are you actually saying you like it here? I thought you hated it.
Midgar isn't the enemy. Shinra is. I know W's don't really see the distinction, but we do.
Then what was that stuff on the news? About a reactor blowing up and all. No way that was an accident. It had to be Avalanche. Shh.
Sorry.
What's up?
Here they come.
Those guys there are from the Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell?
They used to be with Avalanche, but left after a policy dispute.
Nayo says the party is a splinter cell of Avalanche.
Loving your work. So how many reactors is that now? Wait, where's Cloud?
We lost him.
You what?
He will be okay, though, right?
Well, of course he will. A little fall ain't gonna stop a hard ass like him.
The facial animations in this DLC, because it's PS5 exclusive,
Yeah, I guess he will.
versus Remake, which is PS4.
Spouting all that crap about
Crazy.
us. That lying son of a bitch. Working for Wutai, Avalanche ain't nobody.
Barrett.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of sons of bitches, I heard that Wall Market's very own Don Corneo has his stooges out looking for you.
Huh?
Is that so? Don't got time for no low-level mobsters. We got Shinra in our sights. Tifa, you and I both know this is far from over, right? Might as well get some rest while we still can.
Right. You know what? I think I am gonna look into this.
After the Don Corneo search party. So I interpret that as Tifa looking into the Don Corneo thing.
Cool.
After what they've done, you gotta assume Shinra's on their tail. Should keep our distance.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
What is this?
Just curious.
The people in the Splinter Cell, they couldn't care less about collateral damage, long as Shinra goes down.
So what's wrong with that? Sounds good to me.
We're not out to blow Midgar up or tear it down. We want to save it from Shinra. Look around. 9 out of 10 of the people living here are innocent bystanders. We can't level their home to take down one company.
Well, that company almost leveled our home, and they've got to learn their lesson.
Yeah, I get that.
Gotta admit, I'm surprised you agreed to work with us.
We're just doing what we think is necessary to build a brighter future. That's all there is to it.
In other words, you're working with us so we don't work with your old buddies, knowing what would happen if we did.
Can we table this for later, maybe? Not sure now's the best time for heavy topics.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
Avalanche's
Consider it tabled.
old buddies? What did he just say? We're just doing what we think is necessary to build. In other words, you're working with us so we don't work with your old buddies, knowing what would happen if we did. In other words, you're working with us, Wutai, so we don't work with your old buddies. So we don't work with your old buddies. Knowing what would happen if we did. I don't understand that, but okay. Alrighty, just thanks for joining. Appreciate it.
So, what exactly does this ultimate materia do? I'm guessing you have big plans for it?
Like after we steal it? Well, the more materia you have, the stronger you are, right? So once we've got the ultimate materia, we'll be stronger than anyone.
I guess you will.
It's gonna be awesome!
And not just that. By sneaking into Shinra HQ and snatching their most prized possession from under their noses, not only will we deal a massive blow to their morale, but we'll prove to them that while Wu-Tai might be down,
Dad, no problem.
Is that the gist of it, boss?
Thanks for joining the stream. In other words, you're working with us so we don't work with your old buddies. Who is Avalanche's old buddies?
See that one? Well, hello there, hot stuff. How'd you like a shot at the big tower? With those looks, I guarantee you're golden. So what do you say? Ready to be queen of the Undercity?
Hey! What am I? Chopped liver?
Kid doesn't need to hear this. You'll be a good girl and cover your ears, okay? You'd be living and working in the most luxurious residence in all
You
of
want me to
Walmart.
be one of Corneo's brides, is that it? Which makes you a person of influence, right?
Oh, so you know your stuff. But I'd say I'm more of a helping hand. So why don't you help me help you?
Let's get going.
What are you doing? Get your hands off me! Ugh.
Now don't go playing hard.
Know any kids who can do that? No, you don't, because I'm an adult. Also, I'm pretty hot stuff myself, thank you very much.
Your 7-year-old just beat Demon Souls? Dude, that might be the youngest person I've ever heard of beating Demon Souls. Congratulations to your 7-year-old. Jesus.
Pull up a seat at the grown-ups table. Be my guest. Go on and get
Wow. Congratulations. That's crazy. I've never heard of somebody that young beating Demon Souls. Is he going to try out the other Souls games now?
Boss, you're not gonna believe this. The hottie of the century just fell right into our lap. She did? Goods under the hood, junk in the trunk, and down for a bumpy ride. Sorry, ladies, but after careful consideration, we decided to go with a more qualified applicant. Let's go.
So that's Tifa willfully going to Don Corneo. So we kind of get to see the other side of that, how she ended up there.
So who were those creeps anyway?
Don Corneo's talent scouts. They'll say and do just about anything to get unsuspecting girls back to the Don's mansion.
I thought it looked seedy. Guess you'd have to be a scumbag to build a place like that.
Oh-ho! And how do you know what it looks like?
I saw it while I was scouting the area.
Well, we're here.
Wow.
Now we just have
Good luck. That's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that a child has beaten Demon Souls and wants to keep playing Souls games.
But they went off with the Splinter Cell. We've never dealt with this particular vendor before.
Avalanche Group used to have an ID maker, but they over to the Splinter Cell, likely
That's
Biggs.
what happens if you don't make the grade as a soldier, or when the military's done using you.
Just another one of Shinra's victims.
What's the tattoo number?
Shinra's so gonna get it.
If it's Shinra you've got beef with, you'll be needing these. Can't access the plate without them. They're gonna scan for those things on the train, so make sure to keep them on you.
Thank you.
Hey, hold up! Try it. You'll love it. Foreigners and their weak jaws.
We should probably head back and wait for Gigia.
Enjoy your material while you still can, Shinra, 'cause we're coming.
Not yet, boss. With things the way they are, we can't just go strolling up to the front gates. We're gonna need Avalanche to help us bypass security before we can do anything.
All right, this is number 49. Muttering. Saying reunion. Okay. Yeah, reunion.
What? Huh. What's this about? Change of plans. Go to the pillar. We'll explain there. Hurry. Gigia.
Change of plans?
The S7 pillar?
Otherwise known as the roof of the slums. Follow me, guys.
So
Why
I'm.
does he need us to hurry?
Hang on.
I like the sound of this.
Well, if you ask me, it's high time things picked up around here.
You like living in the fast lane, huh?
Yeah, I'm not your garden variety Wu-Taian. I'm a rare bloom.
More like a mutant.
Ooh, I'm so gonna use that.
Almost there.
I'm curious if those same numbers of failed Genova or Sephiroth clones show up ever.
Well, look, a Moogle.
We gotta
two go after Gigi. I'll head back and tell the others what happened.
That way. Boss.
That's where it picks up.
Let's just stock up before leaving.
Do you have any idea what Gigi actually did?
Whatever it was, he probably did it for us.
Now I feel bad.
No time for that, boss.
Right.
I like when DLC like expands existing areas. It's like one of my favorite things ever. You just get to keep exploring an environment you already love.
Got nowhere to run. Tell us what you know. Now!
How about later? That's stupid.
Hey! After him!
Oh, talk about fast. Is he one of us?
We don't have time to get into that, boss. You can ask him yourself once he's safe. Come on.
We got grit, I'll give you that. Piece of shit. He's toying with us.
Some kind of factory or something? It reminds me of a place I passed through when I first got here. And if it's anything like that, it'll be crawling with monsters. Get lost! All in a day's work. Gotcha!
Let's go.
Get lost! Get going down! Get going down! Oh, it's over! Not now! Dun, 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 dun.
Too good.
Sorry.
Damn it. We should radio the other squads.
Aha! Been looking for you.
The hell?
Ooh, sorry. You're out of luck. Sucker! And our heroine triumphs again. I know how this goes. If we want to get to Gigi, we gotta shut that down. Okay, off switch. Show yourself.
Where's the off switch? I love how she runs like a ninja. It's so good.
Hey, do you think Niall's alright?
She's local, remember? She'll be fine.
You know, she's actually pretty cool. I feel bad saying this, but after what happened back home, I just kinda assumed no one in Avalanche could be trusted. Like,
Okay, so Wutai fought Avalanche at some point.
we're all the same.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But it looks like Avalanche has changed a lot since that went down, huh?
I don't recall that ever being a thing. by the power of his providence and the fury of the surging seas. I hope we like learn more about the deity of Wutai in Rebirth. That'd be cool. Oh, actually, we're not going to Wutai in Rebirth. They've already said that. That kind of sucks.
Be there as soon as we can. Unit 3 says they've got the suspect detained near pillar maintenance. We better not keep them waiting.
What? Pillar maintenance? How'd they let him get that?
Well, if I know. Come on.
Wait, boss, no. Freeze!
We'll bring Shinra to its knees! Not now! You're going down! Well, that's why did tailing people have to be so hard?
You gotta learn to react, boss. You're gonna get yourself killed one of these days.
Sure, whatever. Now how do we find Gigi?
Got an idea about that. But let's get to a vantage point first. Alright, see that massive structure up ahead? That's the pillar those troopers were talking about. Assuming the maintenance facility's near there. Sound good?
Works for me.
Come on.
Hmm.
Oh, is that a switch I see? Ugh, I just want to get this over with. Gotcha! I want this! Ta! That's to be you!
Okay.
Can't fault him for trying. Can't take this anymore. Run like a chocobo. Get lost.
How do you do the team up attacks?
Oh, it's over. We're the best. Best there ever was.
I legitimately forget how to do them. Oh, it's a mode. It's a mode you have to activate. There's a button in combat. Just forget what that button is. There we go.
This sure doesn't feel like quitting.
Whoops. That doesn't affect these. There we go.
What you said earlier
Which was...
about Avalanche, how it's changed.
Oh, that.
These people are so soft. But those Splinter Cell guys, those are the ones that should have cleaned up.
Not too shabby, Sonon.
I got you, boss. Bad for complaining, considering all they've done for us.
I know what you mean, though. They're all just really good people, huh?
And that's the problem. Midgar doesn't need good people. Not that we care what happens to it.
Midgar doesn't need good people, not that we care what happens to it. Savage, though. Kind of didn't want to do that. That's fine. We don't need to do that central platform. You can just keep moving. Alright, this is the boss. Or mini boss, really. It's like a sleeping monster.
Yeah, I know. Gotta be quiet. Very quiet. As quiet as a mouse.
I like how this thing is just like a mutated chocobo. It's weak to ice.
Let's get our rears in gear. Big G, little O, go, go, go.
Big G, little O, go, go. That's funny. I don't know how I remembered it was weak to ice. Need a note from Zija. Conveyor belt passes through storage, break containers with shurikens, screw over Shinra, get to it. Nice little mini game. I do enjoy a good mini game. All right. Last little infiltration, then we fight the boss of Chapter 1, which is the Robo-Caterpillar thing.
Up ahead. Building just screams important.
No one is. It has to be.
And then this, I believe this, I thought this was a weapon over here, but it was wind materia? Healing.
Why'd there have to be so many guards?
I think you know exactly why. Gotta say, you might call this place a maintenance facility, but it looks more like an arms factory. Let's keep it tight, boss. We can't afford any more mistakes. GG's life depends on it.
Understood.
I really like how the benches in 7 Remake to like heal yourself still have the save crystal question mark from the original game, even though you don't use save points anymore. Like, I think that's a really nice touch.
Now spill it. Who gave you that information?
Oh, his name was something like Heidegger?
Wrong answer. I'm gonna ask you again.
All right, I'll tell you. It was Rufus.
You don't say.
Who gave him the information?
Or was it Ojo?
He says Rufus sarcastically. That could be true. It could be true that Rufus gave him the information. I believe the information is that the Sector 7 plate is going to be dropped.
But don't forget, I'm the leading lady. Hey you, evildoers! Over here!
What the hell? Who's there?
It's exactly what I was hoping you'd ask. And action! Known as a beguiling ninja. Like the world's greatest materia hunter. But who am I truly? Well, sighted onlookers wonder no more.
Insane.
Single life rose of Wutai. The one and only Yuffie.
Insane. I love her so much.
Never mind. It's just some kid. Right?
Hey, who are you calling a kid?
Award-winning performance, boss.
Who are you anyway? We're giants. Got eyes on hostiles. Requesting backup.
No freaking way! Couldn't they have made it less close? Oh, not a fan of lightning, huh? No way! How you like this?
Hey, John. Northern Aspect. You never beat this boss or the game?
Boss.
You're going down. Get lost. It's spitting little critters.
What does it need them for?
Lasers too. Where there's lasers,
There's missiles.
you're going down.
Cheap.
So now you come falling down.
This one makes things easier.
You're going down. Get lost. How do you like this? So are we doing good or are we doing good?
Just don't let up.
I don't have Brumal Form equipped for some reason, and that's really fucking me up.
That was good. You're going
Boss.
Looks like it wants to get serious.
Oh, we'll make it serious one. Dead serious.
The flying with Yuffie is so much fun.
You see that?
That's how ninjas do it.
Yep.
Nice work. You saved my ass.
It was nothing.
Well, it did earn you these. Employee ID cards. They'll get you into the Shinra building.
Avalanche jackets say G Army on them.
Weaponry's got their lab set up.
Genesis question mark?
Materia research. If what you're looking for is anywhere in that place, it's gonna be there.
Got it.
You guys should probably get moving. Word is, Shinra's got something big lined up for us. Nothing less than the destruction of Sector 7. But whatever it is they're planning, you're better off out of it.
Right.
I'm gonna go report to the others. Good luck up there. See you soon.
Yeah. Next time, I'm buying. I'll show you how Wu-Tang's really party.
Deal.
Her sweater, like the cloth,
Don't forget to tell the Splinter
is so sick. Like the detail in the cloth is incredible. And her braids too, like just that green is nuts. She looks exactly what I wanted her to look like. She's only gonna look even better in Rebirth. Oh man.
What's going on?
To think this is where those bastards plotted their attacks. Right under our noses.
To
Too bad they made it out before the military could get here. Like chickens flying the coop.
Probably best if we don't stick around. Let's catch the train.
All right. So at this stage, we could like play a bunch of.
So the key to victory is ensuring that your units.
We could do a lot of For Condor. We could do side quests and all that.
Enough all. Not in the mood. Go bug literally anyone.
But I'm just gonna skip that.
Weird.
Does he get affected? Not really. So we could do For Condor. We could do some side quests. I'm just gonna skip them. The side quests for Yuffie are pretty inconsequential. It's like go kill a thing in the factory again. Like it's the same quests. Do I have to do this?
They damn near got themselves eaten trying to hide that stupid poster. You stay away from that factory, you hear? Place has monsters coming out of the walls.
Wait, is that a side quest or is that a regular quest?
Stay alert now.
Fiends have been acting up since the bombings, like they know something we don't. Just wish that Merc were still around. He'd sort those critters out.
Okay, I'm not concerned. It's literally just go kill a wyvern in the factory again. Same quest.
We can worry about that once we have boss.
Okay. Coming up on the end of chapter 1 here.
Boss, I don't think we'll be back here anytime soon, so make sure you're ready for anything, okay?
I think we're good here. Let's roll.
What's with all these people?
Due to the recent incident at Mako Reactor 5, only a limited number of trains are currently in service. Please note that the Sector 5 Undercity Station is closed until further notice. Thank you.
Splinter Cell's done its best to make things hard for you. Miss this train and there's no telling when the next will be.
Looks like it's now or never, guys.
Sorry we couldn't give you a proper send-off. Just know that we're rooting for you, okay?
All aboard!
Oh boy.
Gonna be sick?
I'll be fine. As long as I'm standing up. Don't laugh.
Melfi always got motion sick. Chocobos, boats. Sure trains would have done it too.
Who's Melfi?
My sister.
Huh.
She trained under your father at the same time as me. And she had such promise.
Had?
The war was ending. But a Shinra mech went haywire near a crowd. She had to do something. We deserve what's coming to him.
Yeah. They do. But I'm not your sister.
schedule? The Turks are on top of it. Yes, there will be no delays.
Please, Mr. President, I am asking you to reconsider. No, begging. The Sector 7 Undercity is home to more than 50,000.
Director Twisty.
At least let us issue a warning, sir.
The stench of the director's cowardice fills the room yet again.
Reeve. Progress requires sacrifice.
Learn to live with it.
Look at all these people.
Enough to make you sick. Let's get this over with.
Excuse me, I have some questions. You work for Shinra, isn't that right? Then would you care to comment on the rumors that Sector 7 will be the terrorist's next target? They're going to hit the reactor, aren't they?
You! Stop right there!
Get the hell
What
out of
additional
here.
security plans are in
Elevators are right there. Let's catch one.
You're up, Heidi. Come on, come on, come on.
Oh, God.
Hold the door.
What floor? The basement. Advanced weaponry.
Going down. Doors closing.
Perfect. Just perfect. Hmm?
Huh?
But oh, how the mighty are fallen. Wutai colluding with Avalanche and resorting to terrorism? I always thought the Wutaians an honorable people. They used to be, certainly. But now they're nothing but blood-sucking flies buzzing around Shinra's face. Would you not agree? In light of recent events, I mean.
I would. 100%.
What a lovely smile.
I hope Yuffie gets to deliver the killing blow on her whenever we fight her. Maybe in part 3.
I think not. Foreign visitors should take the scenic route and savor the opportunity to meet our latest autonomous weapons.
Damn it! I'll never get a better chance.
That was Scarlet, Director of Advanced Weaponry.
It was one of her machines that killed Melfi.
Calm down, Sonon. Calm down. Remember, we're here for a reason.
Right, boss. I'm sorry.
Don't be. I was ready to strangle her myself. And that's before she sent us off in the wrong direction.
Where did she send us?
Only one way to find out. Don't worry, we'll get to materia research eventually. Just a little longer, my precious.
Okay. Cool. So that is the end of Chapter 1 for Yuffie. Chapter 2 picks up here. John, actually, perfect question. I was just about to explain it again, just because I'm going to take a break for a couple hours. I'm going to get some dinner and then come back and start again. Yes. So you should play this You should play this 2020. Wow, literally 2 years ago was the last time I played this. That's crazy. That's so funny. Yeah, so you should play this after the Sector 5 reactor mission when Cloud crashes into the church. You should stop there and then start the Yuffie DLC. Do Chapter 1. And then Chapter 2 takes place basically simultaneously as when the plate is falling. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the main game, continue on, and then as soon as the plate drops, we'll go back to Yuffie, finish Episode 2 of Yuffie. Yuffie's DLC will be done, and then we move on to the remainder of the game. But that's kind of the way it's laid out in the story. What's play log? Oh, cool. Alrighty. So that's going to do it for now. I will very likely be back later tonight. 4 hours is kind of like an upper limit of a stream for me. Unless I'm playing like a Souls game or something, or like a brand new game. But I'll be back later tonight. Just stay tuned and we'll pick it back up. But thanks so much for watching. See you later.